Welcome to Musicians versus the World, the podcast where we explore aspects of music and musician life that may not have been covered in music school. I am your host, Christine Smith, and today we are talking with French film composer Etienne Forget about his life forging a career in the film industry in France. He tells us his story, including the highs and lows that come with a music career, how he hears and composes music, and his dislike for genres and labels. Etienne Forget is an award-winning French composer, musician, and producer renowned for his innovative fusion of synthesizers and neoclassical elements. His captivating soundscapes have earned him international acclaim, with notable works featured in high-profile projects such as Netflix The Forest, Missions, Last Journey of Paul W.R., aka, and many more. So I'm excited to talk with him. Etienne, thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Musicians versus the World.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited to talk with you. Before we get into your work and your career, how did you get started? Have you always been a musician? Have you always known this is what you want to do?
Oddly enough, I think I've know it from basically the start when I was a child, because I didn't knew that it was something possible actually, because in my family, my father was in banks, then in insurance. My mother was taking care of me and my brothers, and music was something to entertain, but not something in which you can make a career. But in my bed at night, when I was picturing things before I go to sleep, I was always picturing myself singing in front of people or making music in front of people. And later, I've understood that it was the thing that I've always wanted to do. And it came during when I was a teenager. Early on, I've come across some friends who were playing guitars, and I said, "Hey, that's it! All the adults that I know are so unhappy with their lives. Why not make music?" And at this time, it was kind of a healthy business, kind of, because there has always been some things to say about the music business regarding the payments of the composers, the artists themselves. But it was healthy, so I said to myself, "Let's begin the work to make myself a rock star." And the CD just crashed, and there was no more future for this path. But
After one, you didn't try again? Just after one, you're like, "No, I'm done."
No. The dream is not dead yet. But
okay.
I have gray hair. I have to. I can't be a teenager rock star anymore, obviously.
Okay.
But I have some songs that I'm working on when I have time, and maybe sometime I will release some side projects.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was doing this at the time. I've encountered some directors. They were looking for some young composer to make their movie. They was just like me. They were young directors that were doing their stuff with their own little budgets, own little equipments, and I just send my music, and they say, "Oh, that's great. Let's work together." And then I did another movie, short movies, little commercials, and then TV series, and on and on. It came like that.
Wait, so you wanted to be a rock star, but where did the composing come in?
Yeah.
That's very different.
This is really different, actually. I think the thing that was really appealing to me was to write melodies, and when I took a guitar for the first time, I didn't want to learn a song or the other. I just wanted to discover what I can feel with the instruments, playing things that was coming from inside of me. And at that time, it was really, really only based on luck, something like that, because I didn't know anything, and it worked. It really took me on the journey. It's only when I was 20, 22, something like that, that I took courses with a proper professor, which told me about harmonies. And we studied all the Greek classic. We learned how to analyze harmony, how to set up a proper voicing, and then I started to become really a more composer than I was, because it was all instinct before.
Right.
But I think the whole thing about music for me is to be able to sing your own voice from the start. So I didn't want to be a rock star, to play the song of anyone. I wanted to play my songs, no matter if it works or not. Just I thought it was really something, a lucky thing to be able to just share the music that you have. There was no plan B at all, and my parents were desperate.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering what your parents thought about this. Were they supportive? Like, were they saying,
No. They were not supportive at all, and for a long time, actually, because as I said earlier, we were really traditional family with jobs like anyone, shoot jobs. And they understood it was really important for me quite soon, but they wanted me to have a backup plan. So I tricked them into having the best backup plan ever, because I knew that if I wanted to be a rock star, I needed to manage the recording equipment, because it's so important to the what you have to say, the way you are recording your music, the way you are treating it in post. It has become something really how do you say? It's just another member of the band, and I wanted to get that right. So I told them, let's make myself a mixing engineer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
that seems a little more stable,
Yeah, exactly. So they paid for a school, a private school, because I sucked at school. So I could not have my file on a proper public school and get in class, because I wasn't involved at all in school. From the day I discovered music, it was all about this. It was all night long with 4-tape recorder with my guitars, and I was recording all nights. And obviously, I was not awake when it was time to go to school. So I had no good results. So anyway, I went to this school, and to this engineer school, and at the time I was supposed to finish the cursus. I was supposed to write a big memoir about a subject, and this is at this time that I've stumbled across this announce in the school. There was just little paper that people let on the wall to say, hey, we need a composer. So I picked up the
back
paper.
In the day of bulletin boards, right, where you could find job postings on the wall.
I've never sent my memoir, and I've never had my diploma. And my parents were so pissed. But
I would think so. All you had to do was the paper?
I just...
The memoir?
The memoir, I have never studied it. I've never studied to write one word. It was just, I've come across these guys. Let's make a movie. Let's see what.
Oh my goodness.
And it was the best decision I made, because today this school is reaching to me every year, so I can be a member of their jury. So.
But you never graduated.
Yeah, I've never graduated, but no, I am a jury in this school. So
maybe you should just write the memoir just to finish it, or if you're no,
or maybe
at this point,
ask for a diploma, maybe.
I think you've done.
Give it to me.
You've done plenty. I think you've deserved it. I think you've earned it by this point.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
my parents were pissed at this time, but no, they are really happy because at this time I was moving with my girlfriend, and they told me you have 1 year to make it in music. Obviously,
Wow.
I didn't make it in 1 year, but my
No.
girlfriend was really supportive, and we get this together to make this career happen. But the three guys, the three directors I met at this time who were making this movie, there was one of them is the director of AKA, so AKA. So almost 20 years later, this little paper I took on the wall took me just there to make AKA, which was such a hit on Netflix.
Yeah.
And one of the actors of this movie was Alban Lenoir, who is starring in AKA. So we
Oh my goodness.
we're starting, yeah, you know, we started at the same place, and it was just luck to meet each other. But we've made the road all together, and
That's
that's
amazing.
it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So it's just so you just called them and sent them your music and they said, "Let's do this?"
Yeah. I sent them my debut album, and they forget it was somebody that sent them to them. At some point of the night, they were listening to it, and they just forget it was for their movie, and they told me about the story. And at some point, they said we were listening to something. It was this is a guy. He wants to work with you. That's amazing. It's it's really something. They liked me. I like them a lot, and we
Yeah.
are friends since then.
So you really grew up together. So did you know how to score a movie? In the school you had studied harmony and studied the classics and everything, but did you know how to put that music to a film at that point?
No, because actually at this point I didn't study music yet. It was still an instinctive thing that I was doing on my own.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't know how to score a movie. I knew I like to make music that's evocative. I
Yeah.
knew that I like movies a lot, and that there was something in it that I could not catch really. That was really appealing. I've understood later that it was the music itself, and that most of the movie I was liking so much shared the same common thing. A great music that was really talking about the character of the movie, and that was really taking seriously the job to convey emotion in the right way. But I knew nothing, so I just started there. We made this movie. We went to several festivals, but little ones. But there I met with Julien Lacombe, which is the director of Mission. And 10 years later, we started Missions. After making a short film at that time when I came across him. But basically, I learned short film after short films, and at some point, I needed to learn more, just
Right.
to be able to how to achieve certain results that I was feeling in my guts, but it's really a logical thing when you're in music. There are things that are you can discover them by chance, but if you don't understand why they produce certain effects or certain emotions, you won't be able to produce them again. So I needed
Right.
to understand clearly what was going on. So I took classes, but as I said, I was so
You
bad
just
at
jumped
school. So
you just
it
jumped into it. So when you were looking so you would look at the score. I'm just trying to imagine you as you are sitting there with this score. You just call someone and you guys liked each other, and so you're making this film together. And so did you just sit and watch the film and feel what you were feeling and then just record what you were feeling as you were watching the film? Is that how you did that?
Yeah, I think we at that time we spotted some sequences on which
Yeah.
they wanted music, but if I didn't knew how to score a film, they didn't knew how to make it
Oh.
either. So
Okay.
it was really an open laboratory, and
Yeah.
I made a lot of songs actually, because
Okay.
this was from this was the kind of musician I was at that time. So there was a lot of guitars, and I sang a lot in it, a bit of synth, a bit of textures that I was treating with delay and things like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just hey, let's try and let's
Yeah.
see.
Wow. So it must have been very, I don't know, like a very raw sort of thing because it was just so I love hearing about this. So even when you were young, you always had music going on in your head. And so you'd be lying there. I'm just imagining you lying there in as a little boy, just singing in your bed. And then as you get older, that music just comes out and now you're making a career out of that. That's so amazing. And then as you have seen where you need to study, then you study and you make this happen. So there's a real popular saying in the music world that if you can imagine yourself doing anything else, you probably should go do something else. But it seems to me that you could not
Yeah.
ever do anything else.
Well, at some point in my childhood, people was telling me that I should be a lawyer because
Uh-huh.
I was getting everything I wanted from my parents. Uh, I was better than my brother at getting things. So everybody said you should be a lawyer. Why not? But I think in the end, you have to trust that what you do is something that has a deeper meaning that what the label says.
Mhm.
Being a lawyer is a job really useful for the society, but I think beauty is equally, if not more important for the society. So I think I was feeling that way. No, it's easy to talk about it because I made that choice, and I try every day to make it the right one. But at that age, it was really a good thing, and
Mhm.
most important, I was saying too many adults that was saying that their life in society in suits, and lawyers have suits just like the others. They were not happy with it. So
Mm.
let's try something else.
And do you feel that since you've made that decision, you're happy with the life and the career that you've chosen? Or do you miss
Oh,
the suit?
I think I've learned I could not know, but I learned that no, it's not perfect life, and far from it. It's a difficult one.
Mhm.
It's the one that I choose, so I'm very clear about this. So I'm dealing with it, but no, it's it's quite
Mhm.
difficult sometimes. But when things are right and when you are working with the right people,
Mhm.
that's amazing. That's really
Mhm.
amazing. Yeah.
Right. And so I love this. So you have these collaborators that you've made multiple films with, and then where else have you made connections to find projects to work on?
Actually, I think I've sent 2 or 3 mail in all my career to say, hey, let's connect. I want to work with you, and I've I never have any answers to those mail.
Really?
So yeah. It's a weird thing. I think it's really different in the US when you want to connect with people. I have some friends that has been in the US, and when you want to just to meet with someone for 1 hour, it's possible. Here in France, people are a lot less open to that.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah. Badass French. It's those people.
So you have to meet people through people, like someone you know
Yeah,
has to know
yeah.
them.
It's always
Gotcha.
like that. Or somebody saw the last project you are working on, and they say, "Hey, that's great. I want to try to work with you." And it's always like that. And I have
Mhm.
I had some luck with my early projects. Uh,
Mhm.
I did pretty much the music I wanted to do. So the calls that I had was for this kind of music.
Gotcha.
So it was good at some points, but later on, I needed to work more
Mm-hmm.
to build a family, to be able to buy a house, a nice
Right.
studio,
Right. You have a very nice studio.
and I took some other kind of projects, and maybe sometime you have to be really careful about the kind of project you do, because people always remember the last one you did. So if you
Mm-hmm.
did a kind of family comedy or something really
Mm-hmm.
on the entertainment side of the job, they will say, "Hey, this is the guy who makes uh, that job."
Oh.
No, 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 no. I'm not. Look at my other
Yeah.
projects.
Look at my other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's sometimes a bit difficult to swap labels and
Mm.
be able to say, "Hey, I can do this kind of job, but I'm still available to do sci-fi
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
anyway."
Yeah. So you don't like labels, but what is your favorite now that you're more experienced and you have all of these projects under your belt? What type of music do you enjoy creating the most?
I think I like to do music with directors that understand, and no, not that they understand, wants to get something out of music.
Gotcha. Like meaningful, like meaning behind
Yeah,
the music. Yeah.
uh, because I'm really happy doing electro noisy things, but I like so much writing for orchestra
Mm.
too, and I'm doing it right now, and I'm doing an entertainment movie, actually,
Mm.
a Christmas one for a network in France. Uh, so it's really about orchestra, but the chance that I have on this one is that despite the fact that it's for TV, so we have some things that we cannot do,
Mhm.
some territory we cannot explore, and we have to be a bit more family. When I have a good partner to share this wheel with me.
Mhm.
For instance, I did several years later. I lost my English sometime. Uh, Several years back, I did a movie which I should have enjoyed doing, but I didn't because we were crushing with the director. Um,
Mm.
he wanted things one day, and 2 weeks later, he wanted something else. Uh,
Oh.
I, when we started, I told him we should start with this theme and this color, and he against that. And
Mhm.
at the end of the movie, he took every pieces of music I did early on. He put them on the movie, and he just burned everything we did together. So why doing that?
Oh.
If it was the right direction from the beginning,
Yeah.
we could have been so much happier doing it,
Yes.
and we could have gone really much further.
Yeah.
And it was really a painful experience, despite the fact that it's still a music that I like and that people like.
Mhm.
It was so painful. To answer your question, in the end, what kind of music I like to do? I like to meet people. That's it. When you do
Yeah.
music, you're supposed to meet someone. Maybe I will have another view when I will release this album, this side project, because I will be all on my own,
Yeah.
and then I will meet people in a second time. But when you do film music, it's all about the connection you have with the director, I think, and no matter if you do electronic stuffs or piano.
Mhm.
Uh,
Or orchestral. Yeah, it's all about that collaboration and making something great for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So you like doing electronic, you like doing orchestral. You are known for mixing the two though. So I find that really interesting. From what I see, you have some of your influences are Debussy, Stravinsky, Bruch, people like that, but then you also are like Sonic Youth, Nick Drake, Bjork, those types of things, and then you fuse them together, which I think would be really interesting. So when you fuse them together, what is your goal of that? Do you use the electronic as more textural, or do you use those as instruments to fill in harmonies? What is your, I guess, like, what is your process when you fuse those two genres together?
I think the project on which I did it the most is Mission, and
Mhm.
on this project, especially on the second season, I think I've blended. Actually, I was trying to use the synthesizer as voices of the orchestra. So
Mm.
I don't see a separation between the electronic instrument and the orchestra. It's all about the great family of musical instruments. It's all about the different timbres that you get from them, and
Mm.
in the end it's line on papers, and on paper it's just that there are people that say that, oh, if you use a synth you're not noble as you should when you have an orchestra. Yeah, there's
Mm.
this kind of people here in France. But so I try to blend them as much as possible as a part of the harmony. Sometimes they play a melody. They have the first word. But the good thing about them is that you can tweak them a lot during the playing. When what they actually I should go back a bit because it's I think all of this is about how you do music today. Most of us are doing it on computer, and
Mhm.
we are rarely or barely going to orchestra, or maybe we have a few musicians, but we don't have the budget to go for a big one. We can get this raw power and blend three bass trombones with three cimbasso and get really raw power even at I don't know the nuance in English.
Mhm.
Do you say
Yep, you
that?
can say yep.
Yes, even
Mhm.
at a low nuance gets that raw power that says a lot just because you feel the potential that there is.
Gotcha. Mhm.
Synthesizer can do that, and you can put it in your room. So I, I think at some point it filled that void in the templates
Mm.
for most of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bass, it's a oboe, it's violins. Synthesizer can have any parts you want to
Mhm.
attribute to them. But again, with the tweaking size, tweaking side of them, you can express things that a violin could not, while a violin can express what a synth could not. It's
Mm.
just about
Mhm.
what you want to express. The orchestra is incredibly agile, and it has so many colors, and the blending possibilities are really amazing. And it is still a meta instrument that has so much to say today. But yeah, let's not forget about electricity. There's so
Well, yeah, they're the tools that we have, we
yeah,
should use
yeah.
them. So you use them in multiple ways. So you use them to kind of expand the timbre and the nuance of the orchestra, especially with the, instruments that we have, like, in the box instruments, and then sometimes you use them as a melody and as its own instrument. Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
Yeah, totally. And sometimes just as texture to do eerie thing or evocative things.
Mhm.
Because sometimes
Mhm.
just a background, right solo melody is
Mhm.
just what you need. And yeah, synths are useful for that.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes there's this, like you were talking about labels, synth sort of has this label of being like either horror or sci-fi or something like that. But do you feel like there's a place for it in other types of genres as well?
That's a good question because actually I know what is a genre, but I don't believe in it. In this industry, yeah, there's a lot of people that want to work that way, and
Mhm.
we are making a thriller, we are making a family comedy, we are making a dinosaur movie, or what else. And they are waiting for some kind of music
Right.
because they are making a meme. They are making something that they are reproducing something in a specific genre, and they have a recipe. For me, a film, a movie is always a prototype. you have to try something else because
Right.
it's boring.
It is. It is. If it's the same thing over and over, well, we've seen that movie 50 times before. We've had film for what, 100 years now, maybe more than 100 years now. You've got to keep on trying something new or else no one's going to watch it.
And sometimes you have to do your job, so you a genre movie because okay, it's part of the job. But
Mhm.
if you can, let's try something else, and let's play.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. So that's the artistry part. Do you ever have to convince directors, hey, let's try something new with this? Or do they listen to you or do you find that they know what they want and you just do what they tell you?
Sometimes you get somebody that know exactly what you want, and it's great to go along with. And sometimes you get some people who says, "Hey, I like what you do. Just do what you like," and it's great too. You can't go, you can go against your director. It's there is no point doing that.
Right.
So the best thing you can do is understand what he wants, and then starting from this point, trying to add what you feel about
Mm.
the movie. It always works far better than going, no, you're wrong. We should do this. We should do that. No, no.
Well, then you get that antagonistic, you get that clashing that you were talking about, and you can't collaborate if you're fighting all the time. So you find yourself you defer to the director, but then you kind of graciously give little suggestions here and there. Is that how you handle that?
Yeah, and yeah. It works like that most of the time. I think I've been I had just a few bad experiences with director,
Mhm.
really just a few, and now I think I it is also a job where you have to learn how to communicate and how to
Yes.
integrate in the process.
Mhm.
Suggestion is good, and also accepting the director ideas and making them your own
Mm.
to embrace them is a good thing also
Mhm.
because yes, in the end, you can go wrong with your director if you're trying to find the proper musical way to express what he can't in his movie.
Mhm.
No, there's no doing wrong when you do that, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and you're adopting their vision as your own, and then it just becomes something beautiful and better than either one of you just on your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing. That is so good. What has been your favorite project you've done throughout your career?
I can't say that.
Oh.
It's impossible. I mean, if any of the director I work with see this show, they will call me and they will say, "What?
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
why
So
did
I
you?"
will not do that. We don't want to hurt we don't want to hurt anybody. We don't want to hurt any
No.
directors.
I can say it. Yeah, it's mission obviously because it was 3 season, and in 3 season you have time to really go deeper in the theme
Right.
you've established in the first, and this was really this is really something that I'd like to experience more
Mhm.
doing TV series on the long run because
Mhm.
there is so much to develop and to contrast. This is really the ultimate playground for me.
Mhm.
And Julien Lacombe, the director, is really a good partner. He's curious, he's ambitious, but he's never, overstepping.
Mhm.
He knows when we have to stop because him and I, if we had time, we would still be working on mission right now,
Oh.
but we had to put it on air, so he knows when to stop. And
Gotcha.
no, I love working with him. And Mission was after a first season with a lot of default. We are all really aware of. We had a great time, and we are preparing some other projects for soon. So
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to work on this.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And I love just hearing about your career, about your projects, and I love how you're always looking for something new and you want to connect and you want to do things that are meaningful. What would be I know you want to work on Mission more and more projects like that, but what would be your dream artistic project, your dream musical project? If money were not an issue.
I think I would have loved to work on a Björk album.
Mhm. Yeah.
back in time, because I think it's I'm still really much in love with the singer she was when she
Mhm.
was younger.
Mhm.
Today I'm not I don't follow anymore what she does, because I don't know, at some points uh, something blocked in my mind around Vespertine or something like
Mhm.
that. I've listened to Volta also, but there was this phase, Medulla, and all these things, or Biophilia,
Mhm.
which are really interesting. But for me, Björk was Björk when she was on debut, Post, and Homogenic, uh,
Gotcha.
and I would have loved to do today. Uh, I don't know. I think my dream project would be to do a bit of music of my own. Just that.
Right.
Yeah.
You just need to find some time. You're busy doing all these projects.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days you'll find time.
Yeah.
That's great. I've loved talking with you and hearing about your career. As we wrap up here, what advice would you have to young musicians or aspiring musicians that would love to make a career in music the way that you have?
Did you hear of AA?
Of your of what?
Hey? Hey,
No.
he, hey, he. I don't know what do you say it in English. Artificial intelligence?
I'm sorry. I'm having
Artificial
some
artificial intelligence,
Yes,
Christine.
AI,
Yes?
AI,
Hey, I. All right.
AI.
This is the way to
Yes,
say it.
I am
Hey,
so
I.
sorry I did not
No,
understand.
no, no. It's me.
Now I understand what you're saying with the A yes, AI, we call it, yes,
AI.
okay.
It will
Mhm.
it will be a really both an exciting moments
Yes.
for humankind in general, but for artists too, if not in particular. Yeah, this is the thing to follow. How can we integrate with it
Mhm.
without it's killing the business?
Mm.
This is really a thing to watch for. But in the end, AI or streaming or CD or anything, just do what you love before anything else. This is this is just about that. I don't want to sound too old or something like that, but fame or being noticeable or
Mhm.
all these things really don't matter in the end. You have to love what you do at most every day. And another thing, be careful with the people that you love, to
Mm.
integrate them and not lose them in the process. Yeah,
Mm. I
I
think you're
think
the first person to mention that. That's
mm,
yes.
because this is really a job that will take a lot of you, and it's cool. It's cool as long as you don't take to people that support you, and you're still available to them,
Mm.
and yeah, be involved with them, and just I'm on my next project. I must do the most formidable score of all time. No. You have a family, you have kids, you have a girlfriend, you have some friends. Take care
Mhm.
of this too. Important.
Mm. How do you find the balance with that?
If I'm if I'm sharing this advice, it's because I didn't, and
Oh.
yeah, obviously, and I had I had to go through a separation
Mm.
sometime really recently, and the job is part of the why, I think,
Mm.
and balance is really difficult. I think just not just for me. I have so many friends that are in artistic career, and we all struggle with that because it's really difficult to just to craft to do the craft. Just that is difficult, and
Mhm.
we also have to sell ourselves and be visible online and
Yeah.
available at any moment, because producers don't know, most of them, how it works. Music, they think they can have a full score in 2 weeks, and sometime
Yeah.
you got to do it. And but if you don't pay attention, at some point you will do this product and so on. But
Mm.
you got to say, hey, guy, no, I can't. It's not possible. I have a life
Right.
too. I
Yeah.
can't work every weekend. It's not possible.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's very wise. Like I said, you're the first person to to talk about that and how the craft is important, but your life is important.
Yeah.
Your relationships outside of your work are also important. So thank you. I think that's such a valuable piece of advice that we just don't talk about enough. Thank you for that.
Happy to share.
Yeah. But Etienne, thank you so much for talking with me. It has been such a joy and so enlightening to hear your story and to learn from you. So thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you, Christian. It was really nice for me.